You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, let's jump into it. I'm in a onesie. So my YouTube studio is in a old chicken coop on our property in the country, and where I live in northern Canada, so Manitoba, and we do live like more north, northwest, northeast-ish, so it is cold. It has been, the temperatures have been mild, but I am in my cozy little onesie. I have a candle and I have the natural sunlight coming in. None of my lights are on right now, which is very pretty. I also have slippers. But today I'm going to talk about my 2020 New Year's goals. I don't want to call them resolutions. A new year comes and everyone says, oh, I'm gonna have this New Year's resolution. And I just think that's a very bold, strong word. And it's a word that I've always used, but it's intimidating. So this year I've decided to call them goals. And they are, I have 3 categories. The 3 categories that I have are daily goals, monthly goals, and Planty Goals. Some of these goals might be like, wow, this girl can't do this day to day. And you know what? I struggle with a lot of the things that are on these lists, and maybe you also struggle with them, and it's something that I'm working at. If I just call it a resolution, then I'm just going to end up upset because I can't do it. But it takes 30 days to build a habit, they say. So if I can do this stuff for 30 days, perfect. With that being said, stay tuned to my channel because I will be doing a nightly routine and a morning routine, a day in the life of Merlot Mama and her toddler, pretty much, because that's just my life. So in those videos, I will be going in depth about what I'm talking about today, and you'll see all of the things that I talk about today being interpreted into my day in the life videos. So we're gonna jump to it. I need to do a lot more self-care for myself. I became a mom almost 2 years ago, and even prior to that, I'm the type that doesn't wash her face, that rarely wears makeup, rarely brushes her hair, and honestly, I always get compliments on my skin, but I may like just wash it with water here and there, or in the bathtub. Obviously, I have a bath like daily, but yeah, I don't put all this stuff and moisturizer on my face. I just don't like it. So I'm good with that. But I do want to take more, I do want to do more self-care for myself, only because I struggle with a lot of personal issues with self-love and self-acceptance, and just, I'm very hard on myself, and I've been hard on myself my entire life. So it's just something that will make me feel happier. So first we're going to talk about self-care for the morning. When I wake up, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to brush my hair, okay? And then I'm going to either straighten it, put it in a nice pigtails, put it in a nice ponytail, not just, half the time I can go a week without brushing my hair. Crazy, right? So brushing my hair is something that I'm going to be doing. Along with makeup, I'm not going to do a full face of makeup, but I'm going to put foundation on and maybe a little bit of mascara. Just make my face pop a little bit more than it normally is. I'm going to get dressed. Yeah, so stay-at-home mom here, and I am very guilty of literally never getting dressed. I wear pants with holes in them, and I just look like a bum that literally rolled off the street. So I ordered from Amazon. I'll put a little picture here because it's not showing up until like February, but it is a lounge set. So I thought this was cute, and if you even just put this on, do your hair and put a little bit of makeup on, present yourself, even for your significant other and just yourself, you'll feel so much better. After I do me, I'm going to make my bed and open my blinds. I do have some plants in my bedroom, and my bedroom is north facing, so they need that light. So I'm pretty good with opening my blinds, but making my bed is something that I never do. So just quickly, even it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not on Pinterest here. I'm not a Hollywood star. I'm doing my own stuff in my little house with my toddler, who half the time ends up in my bed making it a mess. But just organizing the pillows, organizing the blankets, just making it a good start to your day. And then the last thing for the morning is writing a new affirmation, whether it be in a notebook or on my chalkboard. calendar in my kitchen. I made a DIY chalkboard calendar. I'm actually just gonna put a little picture here. Stay tuned for my day in the life videos where I will go way more in depth about this. At the top, you can see the month, and then to the left of that, that's where I'm gonna write a little affirmation or a quote. I don't know if it's gonna be daily, it might be weekly, but as long as I do something where I can read it every day out loud to Heidi, to David, we all can do it, and just remind ourselves that we are okay. So next is self-care in the evening. So after my daughter goes to bed and when I'm going to go to bed. A big thing for me is my phone. I have an addiction to my phone like a lot of people do, and it's okay. But it is good to connect with the world more. So 1 hour before I go to bed, I am plugging my phone in, but I am plugging it in a different room because I scroll, and no good, especially for your eyes in the dark with the screen. Your brain needs to shut down for you to have a good night's sleep. So plugging my phone into a different room is really awesome, and you can literally see my breath right now. So plugging my phone into a different room is something that will benefit me for the evening. And with that being said, I'm also going to be reading a book. 1 hour. So when I plug in my phone, lay in my bed, turn my lamp on, and read for at least 1 hour, or until I get sleepy and tired, and then go to bed. Shut my eyes. Forget about the phone, forget about the world, and just go to bed till the next morning, because I just need to unwind a lot better. I think I'll be happier in life and just everything around me. I skipped a goal. So I forgot that I'm going to also write in my gratitude journal. Here is a little photo of my gratitude journal. It is just a journal where you can write in your thoughts of your day, what happened, what was good, what was bad, how you're feeling, draw a little picture, anything that resembled that day and was important to you, write it down. Write out your thoughts. That's a good way to unwind at the end of the night and clear your mind as well. So next we're going to talk about the nightly cleanup. This is again part of my daily goals. Nightly cleanup is going to be minimal because I pretty much clean all day long, but I want to tidy up my house. Just if this toy is in the living room and it's supposed to be in Heidi's bedroom, or this cup is in the living room and it's supposed to be in the kitchen, just move those things quickly, because that's the majority of my cleaning is just tidying up. So if that's also you should try to just figure out a way to tidy up as much as you can. Even if you don't clean it, if you don't clean that cup, just put it in the kitchen. But with me, the next point is making sure my kitchen is clean, spotless every single night. I love waking up to a clean kitchen and my coffee made. So I will be making sure all my dishes are done, my counters are cleaned, and at least my kitchen floor is swept and the coffee is made for the next morning. It's just something that I like to have. I spend about 80% of my time in my kitchen, so it's something that's very important to me. Next, I'm going to talk about my monthly goals. So number 1 is reading 1 book a month. I do want to start a book club with a few people. I have a few people interested, but I always set this goal at the beginning of every year is reading. Last year I said 3 books a year. Oh, sorry, 3 books a month. I'm sorry, what? In what world can I do that? I have so many books that I want to read, and they're all in my basement. They're easy access, but I just don't read. I have a hard time. So that's why I want to read before I go to bed, because it's my unwinding time. And I want to read 1 book a month. That's only 12 books a year, and I think that's a really great start. Number 2 is learning a new skill. So I thought about this, and I have this cookbook. It's a very, very, very old cookbook written by a lady who actually lived in Manitoba, and she has very easy home cooked nice like comfort food. And I think I'm going to do every Saturday starting in February. I'm going to be trying a new recipe, and I'm going to be documenting it all over on my blog. The link to my blog is always in my description, but here it is on the screen if you want to go check it out. I do kind of post here and there. Yeah, every Saturday I'm going to try a new recipe and document everything, how to make it with pictures and everything, and that is just something that I really want to focus on for my blog. Number 3 is at the beginning of the month, I'm going to fill out my chalkboard calendar and my day planners. I do have a day planner. So my chalkboard calendar, as you saw in the photo, there is a spot at the bottom left that is all blank. That is for important dates, if there's doctor's appointments or an eye appointment. I'm also going to be putting in my YouTube schedule and my blog posts. So David can see, hey, are you uploading a video this week? Which one are you uploading? And he can just go to the calendar and see. Another thing here is is our meal plan. The meal plan is something that we kind of don't really change until we get super bored of it. So this is what it is right now, and it's working for us. So making sure that everything at the beginning of the month is on that board in my day planner, and then I can just quickly go back to it and say, hey, I'm uploading this video today. Number 4 is drink less alcohol and drink more water. Especially in the summertime, me and David like to enjoy alcohol, but we're gonna really try to stick to it with just my wine videos and maybe a glass of wine, not a bottle of wine, every couple weeks. So we are gonna try to limit that. We're also counting calories, doing a calorie deficit, and it's really working out for us. We've been doing it for a week, and I think I've lost like 8 pounds, and I'm not mad about it. It's something that him and I have decided to do. It works for us, and we're going to stick to it. So we're gonna try this out for 30 days. If we can make it happen in our lives, then that's what we're gonna do. Number 5 is workout Wednesday and stretch Saturday. Something that David kind of came up with. We have the equipment in our basement to work out. So we are going to do that together as a couple, encouraging each other and doing that. Even we're not setting huge workout goals because we are going to be disappointed. So when we start out with Workout Wednesday, we do about 20-30 minutes of like a stretch and different different weight exercises, and then we go on the treadmill for maybe a YouTube video, so like 15-20 minutes. It's nothing crazy, but we'll work up to maybe crazy. And of course, I'm going to have some Planty Goals. So my Planty Goals are fertilize more. What that means is not kill my plants because I'm fertilizing them all the time. I really don't know much about fertilization. I want to educate myself more on types of fertilization, when to fertilize my plants, what plants need it when, and all that fun stuff, because really I steer away from a lot of fertilization with my plants because it scares me. I'm afraid of burning them, etc. So that is something that I want to educate myself on. Number 2, propagate my plants instead of spending more money on plants. I love the plants that I have, obviously, because I bought them and they grow. And if I just propagate them, I'll have more plants. So spending less money on plants this year is something that I really want to do. With that being said, number 3 is sell more plants. So as I propagate, I also want to sell. Last summer, I made about $350 on Marketplace just selling my propagations and plants. So that is something that I'm going to continue doing because we one day want to build a very nice greenhouse out here. So that is now my greenhouse fund. So I think I have over $400 in there. So it's really something that we can look forward to. And then the last one is spend more time on the care of my plants. So cleaning the leaves, picking off dead leaves that are clearly dead and just sitting on top of the soil, and just refraining from infestations of pests and stuff. So yeah, that's just something that I want to do. So those are my goals for 2021. I hope that 2021 is a lot better for all of us in terms of, I guess, the world and just ourselves. If this is your year, if the universe is telling you it's your year, then it's your year to shine. And I hope that you do what works best for you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check me out over on my Instagram. And until next time, XOXO, MM.